So paint a picture for me of how your life changed at that point, or how entrenched you were in the SportsCenter being your life.
Well, sadly, I was too entrenched, because I remember that there was an insecurity that you have anyway when you're in TV, and they didn't hand out compliments. Like they kept you on edge a little bit.
What do you mean an insecurity? Just that the job could go away at any time?
You just felt like you were never fully embraced, like you're our guy, or you and Keith are our show, the signature show.
You're kidding me.
No, there was always that feeling of uneasiness there.
Huh.
So when you add all of that, and I put all my time and effort in, instead of with my wife and my kids, I had 4 kids under the age of 7, and so I'm working second shift, and that was all I thought about was work. And so I became too immersed in it, and I would, whatever they asked me to do, I'd be there. You know, holidays, anniversaries, and you name it. Whatever you want, I was going to be there. And all you're waiting for is feedback. Like you want somebody to say you're doing a good job.
Really?
Yes, but I was loyal to the product because we saw the product grow and become something.
I totally can sympathize with the idea that you're trying so hard to be good at something. And it's a lucky opportunity. I'm sure everyone you meet at the time is, wow, you're on.
You can't complain if you're on SportsCenter, because they'll be like, what are you complaining about?
Right, and yet, it's obviously there's something out of whack there if you're giving your whole life to something other than your family. And you're young enough still to not maybe even understand the value of that time, or how quickly time passes.
You know what, it breezed by, unfortunately. That's why I always hated winning an award, because it meant that I was really good at being on the air, but not good at being a father or husband.
So do you see your awards as evidence of early regrets in some ways?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, it ate away at me, because all I wanted was the respect in the industry. You didn't have to give me an award. It was just that you respected what I did. I did it professionally. But it was 8 years ago, and I'm going to sign a 5-year deal. So I'd been at ESPN 18 years. And that morning, my wife goes, you know, the kids are going to be out of the house. When this deal's out, because I'd always say, you got a new deal and new responsibilities, and she'd always say, well, you get more money, but you're going to work harder, which is true. So that morning, I said, you know, I'm going to sign this deal. She said, they're going to all be out of the house. And 55-minute drive to work. And I got there, and I went upstairs, and I walked into my boss's office, and he had a nervous tick all the time. He'd go like this. He said, so, what the fuck are you going to do? And my wife's words came into my head. And I said, I'm going to leave it. And he said, all right, we'll get the contract drawn up. What? I said, I'm going to leave it. You're going to quit? I said, yeah. So I'm convincing myself in front of my boss that I'm leaving.
Did you know before you spoke that you were quitting?
No. Because I was afraid to make the jump. Like I had opportunities, I didn't know what to do. And I thought at my age at that time, and you turn 50 and you're thinking, God, I can't do it. I got kids and weddings and all this stuff. And I just remember when I got there, and I walked outside and I said, hon, I'm coming home. And she said, okay. I said, I'm coming home. She goes, okay. I said, hon, I just quit. She goes, we'll sell the house if we have to. Boom, wave of emotions.